You didn't tell me that your daughter had a gummy.
No, she's eating gummies.
Yeah.
Wow. Way to spin that one.
What gummies are we talking about?
No, like kid
Fruit
gummies.
snacks?
Yeah, fruit snacks.
Okay.
Fruit snacks. We
Yeah.
call them gummies. That's what she calls them.
Gummies are for adults.
Okay, great. Yeah, we're gonna hear the story then. Sweet. So we're sitting there, and she's smart about everything. She chews her food and everything. And I was watching her, and she coughed a little bit. I'm like, okay, whatever. And she's fine, making sure, because like she had a little cough for the last couple of days. I'm watching her again, and she's like shoving it in her mouth. I'm like, yeah, you better chew your food. All of a sudden, I see her reach her mouth and start leaning forward and she started choking.
No.
Man, I hammered her. I felt bad, the back blows, but I had to.
Right.
It shut out instantly, thank God. And yeah, dude, she was not happy with me for about 10 seconds because she was like, why did you hit me? Well, I didn't hit her, but I hit her back.
Yeah.
Blew her back blows, and it came out, but I felt so bad. She was terrified. And then she realized, which is great now, because it happened, a good outcome came out of it that she learned.
Right.
Don't make sure you chew your food. So I'm like, sit up and eat your food. But yeah, it was scary. Well, thanks everyone. You heard the little.
Welcome back to the JABS podcast.
Yeah.
And Stipe saving lives, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Saving lives.
Fine,
what day was that?
Sunday?
Okay.
Sunday or Monday?
So it was after we were over?
Yeah. Okay. It was maybe Monday. I think it was Monday, actually. Yeah, it was Monday because that's when guys were supposed to come over. I had to cancel, unfortunately. We're a little late on this podcast because of my fault.
I think everybody that listens is used to it by now.
Yeah,
so,
that's what we do.
summertime.
There's also a holiday.
Real quick, I just want to get this off my chest, too.
Okay.
So talking about my daughter, she goes to like a daycare school, and they have incidents of kids. They push each other down.
Oh yeah.
Mila, my daughter, got scratched in the face the one day. Didn't say who it was. I'm like, okay. I'm like, who was it? And they're like, we can't tell you. It's it's
Nobody likes a narc.
It gets better.
Snitches, stitches.
So then my daughter is walking, and she's in the line of fire with this one kid. The one kid gets mad. He throws a toy, smokes her daughter in the head. Mm-hmm. So my daughter, I'm like, who was it?
Accident. Right?
It was that was an accident.
Right.
So, but then actually the week prior, my daughter pushed the kid down because she took something over. So I'm like, okay, good way to stand up for yourself. But then she hit in the head. I'm like, who was it? Well, she told me, I'm not gonna say his name. Who knows?
Right.
But she's like, blah blah blah. Did it? I'm like, ooh. I'm like, stitches and the snitches get stitches, babe. But I love you. Thank you. So anyway, so I know the kid now, and so the one day last week I dropped him off. I dropped my daughter off, and this kid walks in. First off, it's the kid that messed with my daughter. Nicest kid ever, by the way.
Right.
Actually, sweetheart. The kid's a little sweetheart, but the kid has a majestic mullet. Like it's not like I'm very jealous of how good of his mullet looks.
Yes,
it's like
sir.
the dad did it. So I'm like, all right, I'll see this dad. I'm like pop like a peacock, bro. I'm like, all right, try to man up. The dad walks in, dude. He's bigger than me.
Yeah.
He might be the same height, maybe a little bit taller than me, and he's bigger. I'm like, well, there goes my intimidation factor.
Yeah.
I was like, and here's another thing. Maybe the dude can fight. I don't know.
Guess what? He is not. He is not in any way, shape, or form. He doesn't train UFC.
It doesn't matter. It takes one.
It does take one.
So, and here's another thing.
found that out.
Oh, I did, real quick. And so let's talk about that. That dude is big, but he was a nice guy too. And I think it was just heat of the moment. My daughter,
these kids are what, 2.5, 3 years old. I mean, shit like that's gonna happen.
Kids, actually, he's a really good kid because I actually walked in the room one day because we can walk him to the room and he's like, "Hey," I was like, "I can't be mad at you, kid."
He
Like,
hit her, but it was an accident.
well, that was an accident. One time he scratched her or he pinched her cheek.
She probably had it coming.
Wow.
I tell my daughter all the time. It was her fault.
I mean, I got to think that's Mila's future boyfriend. You push the people on the playground.
That's very true. Actually,
How are you going to handle that when she gets older?
How am I going to handle it? You talking about my daughter dating somewhere now?
No, I'm going with John on this one. How are you going to handle this?
Simple.
You push the person in the sandbox.
We're
It's
going to be
like
around for a
Taylor's
while.
old time.
We're going to be around for a while I'm on the podcast, and I'm just going to straight hammer him.
Guns on the table.
401k.
Guns on the table.
Future plans in the next 5 years.
Bottles of liquor on the table.
100%. Mm-hmm. KY jelly.
Oh, jeez.
Astroglide, whatever you want. We'll have 2 different kinds, too.
What is it, Bad Boys 2? Where he answers the door and all that stuff?
You ever make love to a man? Nope. Want to?
Want to.
Oh, Jesus.
No, yeah, so that happened. That was, so I was trying to be like a proud peacock, like a tough guy, and then definitely dude walks in like, dude, like, God, and that kid's kind of going to be a monster, too.
So is she in school right now still?
Yeah.
Is it like all summer long?
It's all summer long,
okay.
Yeah. So we're debating like switching her to like private school eventually because we with our church, but we like this one so much and it's all year round. You know what I mean? And it's a little more expensive, but I don't care about the price. It's just they're so hands on, which is great. You know what I mean? And the potty thing is hard. And Mila knows she's getting better at it. And she actually, for the first time today at school, went to the bathroom. So I was like, yeah, she's not here.
That's
but
huge.
It's getting big, So Man, better than having floaties in the pool like she did last week, 2 weeks ago.
As long as you got them out before we came over, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The inaugural JABS podcast pool party happened on Saturday.
I really wish we would have gotten the hot tub sooner.
I forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie.
We were in the pool for.
I thought something was wrong with it.
We were in the pool for a couple hours, and then I forgot the hot tub was over there. And then at the very end, we hop into the hot tub. Also, by the way, smash the shit out of your hand with the cover.
Yeah, that was a dick move.
Yeah, it was too heavy. I couldn't lift it up.
John, I said hold it for a second, and you just dropped it.
It was
that
thing
really hurt. By the way,
I'm sure it did because I smashed my one finger too. He
was
smashed
that
us
putting
all
it back on.
We're putting it back on.
Our cover is got awful heavy. It's like old. So we're getting a new one in the next few weeks, hopefully.
We're lifting it up, and he's like, "Oh, it's real heavy. Don't drop it." And then I either slipped or I
he just
didn't have a good thing.
Saw he let go of it.
I was gone.
And we're gone.
Yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, I smashed the shit out of his hand, but then my one fingernail on my non-dominant hand is a little bruised up. So
because he tripped.
That's all.
My friend, are you okay?
Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate it. I am all right. I think I'll survive.
Should have a conversation before it came there.
No, but the hot tub I think was my favorite part.
Yeah, it's a good hot tub.
I'm more of that thing. It's like 100. I don't know what a hot tub is, but that thing was like fucking scorching.
It was scalding hot. Yeah,
it was
awesome
during camp. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you were a great friend because, like you said, in the pool, you're more of a lounger, just kind of want to hang out, maybe drink a little bit here and there. But I had my kids, and Mila was there, and it was balls getting thrown all over the place, and kids having fun and throwing kids around.
Your kids had a good time, though, right?
Had a blast, man. I told you it was literally the only time Saturday my daughter stopped crying. So it was good stuff.
I'm good.
Which one of your shitbag kids hit me in the face with a football?
That was my son.
Yes. All right. That was deserved too. I told him to do that.
At one point while we were swimming in the pool, I looked at your son and I said, "Hey Jimmy, I got to tell you something." And he's like, "What's that?" And I go, "Your dad's an asshole." I said that straight to your kid. And how old is he?
He is 10.
He's got to learn early.
And a great mullet, too. He has a great mullet.
He does have a mullet.
He does, yeah. The mullet came out really nice.
Got some lettuce back there.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to bring up the fact that your wife is making your wife's making my wife cookies and stuff for my wife's sprinkle this weekend.
She is, yeah.
If she wants to, I'll throw in extra. If she wants to throw in some of that, what's it called? That dirt thingy?
That she brought Saturday?
Oh, that was awesome.
Did you guys like that? Really?
I hammered it.
Okay. I'll tell Sophia because that's her.
Please.
Okay.
So whatever she did, it was amazing. It was like cocaine. I never had cocaine, but
it's pretty delicious. Yeah, it's super simple.
If cocaine was a chocolate dessert.
That would be.
I'm telling you. So my wife wanted some more, and there was like a little bit left. I'm like, "Oh, you sure?" She's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Damn,
good for her. She's pregnant."
So I give it to her. Then I was downstairs. I came up, and it was still there. I was like, "Oh!" I smashed it. I didn't care.
I will.
Listen.
I'll make sure Sophia makes an extra batch for your wife.
Yeah, but
for your.
I also have one thing. Another thing to bring up here. Jonathan, you had a wedding a week prior.
Yeah, but before I get to that, I wanted to say.
No, I want to bring this up.
No, there's at the pool. There's a lie that you've been telling your daughter about the water slide.
Oh, this is awesome.
So the water slide works for your pool, but if you turn it on, your daughter wants to go down the pool or go down the water slide.
Let me talk about my save. Do you guys see my save? Oh, you didn't tell her. I went down with her one time.
I saw that. And you held her up.
And I was drowning at the same time.
Oh, it's pretty deep over there.
Yeah, it's 8 feet.
I saw that.
So
she had she didn't have life preserver on. I didn't realize that. I'm a terrible father, by the way. Terrible father.
So Stipe has a water slide that goes into the deep end of his pool, and it completely works just fine. But your daughter, like any little kid, as soon as there's a pool or a water slide or something fun to do with like that kind of stuff, they're like fish in water, going crazy with it. And so you and your wife have created this lie to your daughter about the water slide. It's broken, so that way they could turn it off so they don't, because she'll go down there a million times.
But you have to be over 4 foot, and she's nowhere near that.
Oh, yeah.
My kids came up at one point, and they're like, will he turn the slide back on? And I was like, no, it's broken. And they're like, no, the fuck it isn't.
Yeah, right, dude. I know. I didn't think she was, dude. Oh my god, I created a monster with that.
But no, dude. Everybody had a blast. It was, hopefully we get another one in before the end of the summer.
Oh yeah, for sure we will. 100%. Well, next weekend.
True. And then so next weekend, not this coming, the following is going to be the little quote unquote diaper party, which is really just us getting together to golf and come back and swim.
Food. Yep. And by the way, also, I can't believe it happened, but my wife gave me the idea, and we finally remembered it, and I just jumped on it because I would have forgot, and she couldn't say anything about it. I got a outdoor projector and screen.
You did get it?
I did. It's coming this week.
Okay, so we were talking about it Saturday with her.
She brought it up the next day, and I bought it.
So we this can lead. We'll talk about this off here. Was it the blow up?
No,
screen.
This one's for us to sit underneath like little
awesome
fire pit, thing. So and if it's above the fire, it's perfect.
Cleveland Browns
games in the fall outside.
Yeah, dude, there's some crazy ones. These projectors.
So listen, even they're amazing.
Like we got one. Size of the can.
Yeah, so we got one. It's garbage. It's like 10 years old, and we're talking about upgrading because we have a screen. The kids love doing movie nights and everything, but so even because you go to all the home Browns games, John and I will be here just chilling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll text you guys. Make sure you guys knew it. Clean up everything.
No problem. That's not a problem.
Pick up all the empty beer cans. I'm on my way home from my loge at the Browns Stadium.
I'm hanging with Bernie.
Yeah.
So going backwards a little bit, one of the other things that you had just brought up is somebody was out of town yet again.
Yes.
Yet again.
Yep. I was in Outer Banks, North Carolina for a wedding. First time.
I wrote an email saying I was shitting on Hilton Head. I never shit on Hilton Head. It was Myrtle Beach I was talking about. It was Party City. I said Hilton Head's nice and laid back.
I love Hilton Head.
Me too.
Yeah. I missed that email.
I don't remember.
I missed that email.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe put a straight DM to me. I don't remember.
That might have been it, yeah.
I apologize. I did not mean if it came out the wrong way.
I don't think so. I'm trying to think. Have I ever been to Hilton Head? I know I've been to Myrtle Beach a few times. I don't think I've ever been to Hilton Head.
I think we talked about it on the last podcast.
So my question is, though, there's a rumor flying around.
Shit.
From a couple of people on this trip that you were looking for crabs in a lifeguard shack on the beach with a significant other.
Incorrect.
A female part.
John.
Not true.
That was,
so this is just not true?
Just not true.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well.
It could be your right hand. I don't know.
You just got shot down, Mr.
Not true.
I was all excited, too.
You were pretty excited about this.
No, what was I going to say? No, it was a good wedding. Although there's a conspiracy theory going around that the DJ at some point in the wedding took a shit in the middle of the wedding. Like there was he played a song and then there was a 10-minute nothing. Hey, there was no music, no anything.
Shout out to that DJ. Because you know what, man? Shit, what do you do?
Shit happens.
I don't know.
What do you do?
Shit does happen.
You should probably have a
playlist
of some sort.
A couple songs queued up.
A few. Just or even a person to be like, hey, come here, just hit this and this. Because it's just it's this is all it is.
He's not mixing. He's
No, it was a...
That's fucking funny, though.
Yeah. No, it's because everyone's they were playing a song ends, people are dancing, and then there's nothing, and everyone's kind of looking around, and they're like, well, where the hell did the DJ go?
Yeah. Well, I would like to say that you had a group of non-firemen there. Because if you had a single fireman at that wedding, there would have been some serious DJing going on.
Yeah.
Other people's equipment wouldn't have fucking mattered.
Nope.
We'd have been fucking getting
We would have jumped on stage and started pushing buttons.
So we did...
might have fucked everything up, but it would have been great.
So we did... we were down there for a week. We did a seafood boil where they came and cooked everything. Awesome. That was fantastic.
That sounds fantastic.
We went to a raw bar, got oyster, seafood, all the stuff. That was fantastic. You got a raw bar too in
the lifeguard shack.
Wow. And then we went. What else?
The musty clam.
We were just hanging out, drinking. We played golf down there. One of the really nice courses down there. So, yeah, it was fantastic. Nice. Pricey, but nice. Well, I know you're playing golf. Yeah, you're playing golf on a vacation, but it was a good time. Yeah.
What's pricey?
So we got a discount too because the groom was in our group, so they gave us 2 free rounds of golf. So the groom got a free round, and then we split. I think the extra round between. Right. Yeah, it took $7 off. Yeah. It was $94 for 18 holes down there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was a beautiful course. I mean, totally worth it. But because how often am I going to play that course?
Well, and you're always up here golfing, so you're used to up here prices for everything. So
yeah, I mean that's more expensive, but it was still a good time.
Today's a day.
I was hoping you would see that.
Dang it. I got knocked down, lost my belt the first time.
3 years ago today, DC.
That was today.
Shout out to Daniel Cormier for just posting DC. This on Twitter. 3 years ago today, and it's him with the belt.
Yes, chance. I'm probably somewhere still unconscious or something.
No, you're over there arguing with people. Yeah.
That's what it was. I was arguing?
Yeah, they were trying to check you, and you were pushing them away.
Well, I don't get checked. This got knocked out, lost my belt.
You gotta get checked, bro.
Yeah, well, stupid.
Check
I like that Jamie just happened to come across that on the Twitter feed. Like
it literally just refreshed up, man.
So here's one for you. You'll appreciate this going into your, not this weekend, the following weekend diaper party, and you guys are going to plan on getting after it. So we Instacarted like all of our groceries, right?
Yeah.
And so everything went to the house and whatever, and then we divided.
Smart move.
We divided it all up at the end. Now here's the thing. They just sent out the list of what everybody owed and whatever, and it was fine. But they have like an itemized thing of how much like booze we ordered. Yeah. So not counting beer and this is gonna Mike Suey's gonna kick my ass on this one.
What are you gonna say here?
So beer and liquor not included. We drank over we ordered over 700 White Claws.
Oh, did you now?
Jesus Christ.
Did you drink that many White Claws?
Not me, myself, but that is a shitload of fucking White Claws.
Something tells me you enjoyed quite a few of those 700.
I mean, everyone did. Mm-hmm. So, me included. I'll fall on the sword for that one.
Yeah,
but
you did.
It's a good outdoor, summery, refreshing thing. If I was drinking...
Let's turn it to Jamie now, though, because the next day after our little shindig at my house,
okay,
the 4th of July, we're at another pool. Do you bulldog his way to that one?
Oh, is this your theory? You think he's a pool jumper?
100%. He's a pool squatter.
Pool squatter.
Okay. So
he's like, yeah.
I'll go one better. So Saturday was your house at your pool, which was awesome, and thank you so much.
Of course.
Sunday we had already been invited. That's Jimmy's godparents, who you have met.
Okay.
Beautiful home and pool out in Novelty. And then Monday we were supposed to get rolling and get out to Cedar Shores and Cedar Point. Mm-hmm. We didn't get home till after 1 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. Yeah. So I got up and Kelly got up and we were both like, I don't want to fucking do this. But both kids got up and were like, Cedar Point. Oh. And we're like, fuck. So Mommy spent about 30 minutes actively talking them out of Cedar Point.
Did you say Cedar Point's broken?
No.
Yeah.
No. We just told them, like, it's going to be 95 degrees out. Like, you don't want to stand in these. We couldn't get a cabana. Yeah. Like, it was like, come on. And then, so we spent that day in our neighbor's pool.
100%.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, and
100%. Yeah. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind this man is a pool squatter.
100%. I agree.
You were on my coattails for Saturday, though, so...
You were.
I was invited because Jamie was pushing it. He's like, "We gotta have a JABS pool day."
Well, tell me how many times on Saturday did Stipe look at you and say, "This is awesome. Like, we should do this more often"? Because he looked at me and said,
"He did say that multiple times."
I did, and I meant it until I found out that you're a pool squatter. Now I'm retracting my statement.
He doesn't feel special anymore.
So is it only this pool that I can come to? Because listen, I'm in. I'll see you like 4 days a week.
That's fine. Bring that Oreo shit your daughter makes. I mean,
dirt,
whatever.
All right, phenomenal. I'll bring the dirt, man. Yeah. So, no, it was a good weekend though. It was.
What'd you do for the 4th?
So that was Sunday. We went out to my kids.
Did you see fireworks?
So the 3rd of July in my house, my neighborhood we call it the campground year round.
Yeah,
it's just a fucking shit show. But the 3rd of July is a hillbilly extraordinaire.
And it's funny where you're at because it's like nice.
Yeah. So we got home. Again, my daughter, she had a real rough weekend, but my son and I went out as soon as it was starting to get dark. We were actually watching The Sandlot. We watch The Sandlot for the 4th every year.
Oh, that's
the
great.
Best 4th of July movie ever made.
100%.
So we were in the middle of that, and I was like, "Hey, let's go out and see." So we walked out, and at the end of the street, they lit off thousands of dollars in fireworks, dude. It was unbelievable. Sunday for the 4th, we actually, my two were by far the oldest kids, so we just took sparklers and little snap things. But then where we're at, like, it's pretty flat, and you could see there was fucking fireworks everywhere. I was getting messages from guys from all over Northeast Ohio, like, dude, this year is insane. Like, all around, like, there's just fucking fireworks everywhere. I don't know if you had the same experience or...
I went over a friend's house because they did like a gender reveal thing late Sunday, and then they had $2,500 worth of fireworks that they were lighting off. It was pretty aggressive.
Crazy.
But did you guys actually happen to see, I think it was somewhere on social media, I can't remember, but it was someone on a plane taking a video out the window as they were descending into Chicago.
Was it Chicago?
Yeah.
Is it crazy?
There's like just explosions going off all over the city.
That's awesome.
It's insane. But like, remember last year when everything was shut down and 4th of July happened, and like all the fireworks sold out again because people are like, "Fuck you! I don't care what
fireworks." Probably like, hell yeah. I mean, they're big. They're like one of the best, but like they're probably like, hell yeah.
No, I mean, like everybody was like, "Fuck this! It's 4th of July. We're going out." Like nobody cared, like because that's like when like people were starting to push back a lot on all that stuff, and then this year I feel like now that everything's like opened back up, everybody went balls to the wall. Like
Well, fortunately, I don't mean to bring up bad news, but I saw over the weekend that goalie from the Blue Jackets, he unfortunately passed away from fireworks. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing, and pray for his family. But they thought he fell at first. They said no, that's what they thought at first, and then they said a mortar angled down and hit him right in the chest, it's just terrible.
Yeah, he was in a hot tub, and they initially reported that it was a head injury from falling out of a hot tub.
So he must
that was like first thing. So that was the first report early in the morning. Then they, a little bit later in the day, they reported he was in a hot tub, and he was scattering with other people to get out of the hot tub because a firework, the mortar had shifted, and they saw that it was coming, so he was trying to get out, and then he fell and hit his head. Late that night, it came out. He actually took a shot right to the chest. Yeah,
that firework, you're that close, that big. Like.
Look at that. That's fucking crazy. We're watching the video of. I don't know if this is the video flying over Chicago or not, but jeez.
Yeah, I think it is.
We were driving home really late that night, so it was 12:30, at night, and we hit the one part of the highway where you had a really good view of just way out in the horizon.
Yeah,
dude, there were still fucking fireworks going off everywhere.
Right,
this is crazy. So as crazy as last year was because of COVID and everything, like I felt like this year was probably even a little bit crazier because people are like. We're just getting after it now.
Yeah, as you should. I mean,
I think I saw reports.
It's like that one time. I mean, it's like the one time when they opened up restaurants and bars again, and I swear to God, that damn driving down the street in the one bar, it's 5 o'clock and it's slammed.
Yeah. It's I think it was. I think you're right, Stipe. I think it was one of those where people were just bum rushing to do whatever. I think I saw something where it said like basically fireworks everywhere around Northeast Ohio and everything else was like sold out.
Yeah, and they're not legal here yet. That's going through right now.
They would say you're from before you didn't even need an ID. You'd say you're from Alaska or something.
You have to. Did Pennsylvania sell fireworks? You have to drive to Pennsylvania,
West Virginia, Michigan. I think everybody.
But like back in the day,
that makes sense.
I don't know if it was fan of fireworks, but like, there was a place we used to go to, and they'd be like, "Where are you from?" He's like, Illinois. And they're like, "Okay." No questions asked, no ID, no nothing. They just said, "Okay."
Yeah, I feel like it's where they have to ask, but they really don't care.
So going back really quick too, and I apologize, we're jumping all over the place, but we brought up the Blue Jackets goalie, and
he was pretty good.
Matisse Klevenix. He was awesome. He played up here in Cleveland for 3 years for the Monsters. Yeah, so we saw him. I literally saw him.
Was he win the Calder Cup?
They did. He was there. So we actually met him. My kid, not this past season, the 2 seasons prior, he got to play at the Q or the Rocket Field Mortgage House, whatever. They bring the little ones in to come in and play, and it was an awesome experience. But him and the whole team came out and shook hands with all the families and everything.
Kids.
What's that?
They're good guys.
Awesome. Yeah, they were phenomenal.
I think hockey players and MMA players, they're just the same mentality.
They do. They have to. It's the kid was 24, dude. It's fucking heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. Don't mean to bring a damper mood.
No,
it was just crazy. I saw that. And then the reports just coming in about it. It's like
it kept changing every.
Yeah, it was weird. And then finally when it came out, you're like, oh.
I told my son because he saw it on one of the early reports, and I told him, I go, something's not. I go, dude, something doesn't add up on this. There's more to the story than what we're being told.
You guys, firefighters, I'm sure you've all worked 4th of July holiday and stuff. You see. Really? No. I was gonna say. I'm like, I would assume you have. I think you guys probably see some of that stuff a lot. Pray to God, not like deaths or anything like that. But who's the one football player?
Pierre.
Yeah,
John. Yes, John
St.
John Paul Pierre.
Yeah.
Why don't I know this? What the hell's his name?
Like it, but he's actually a stud. Even with his missing fingers, he's still a stud. He still
plays for the Bucks right now, right?
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's you guys got to see that shit like that every year, right?
So no, in all honesty,
I've been pretty lucky too.
Yeah, we've had minor things, nothing major.
Like a burn, probably, right?
The most major that I ever saw, and I'm going to try to look it up right now because he did a story about it.
Is it about a fire department careening through a small parade of children?
No, that was us.
TikTok.
That was Seminole.
So this is a really good friend of mine. His name's Jay Northup. He a battalion chief out in Euclid Fire Department. So Jay was a mentor of mine. He lives in Strongsville. His family, every year, they live on a cul-de-sac, and every year they would do a little cul-de-sac fireworks show. He was kind of in charge of it or whatever, and they would do everything behind the house, behind a shed, away from the kids, away
if
from
they
the families.
fell over, nothing.
So it's all adults.
Smart.
I'm sure there was drinking involved.
Always
whatever.
involved. Yeah.
So this was probably 5 or 6 years ago. They're back there. Everything's going fine. Everything's going good. They got the mortars in the ground. They drop M1000, whatever the fuck. I don't know. They drop something large into it. It doesn't go off.
You looked into it?
Give it a few times. Give it a few minutes. Nothing's happening. So he's like, all right. So he walks over, looks in, and it blows. His face was literally inches from it, and it blew. And it tore his face. It tore his face the fuck up. So his wife's a nurse, drives him to a level 1 trauma center. I actually happen to have buddies who were transporting another patient there with another fireworks injury, and he's at the entrance to the squad, and they're like holding a towel on his face, and they're the ones who let him in. He was fucked up for like a long time.
Yeah, is he good now?
And he's good now.
He have scars?
No, so he's got a little bit of scars. That wasn't really the big issue. The big issue was up here. It was brain injury. Like he had a severe brain injury from it. Yeah, he was messed up for a long time.
But are you good now, though?
Yeah, he's doing much better. Yeah.
That's good.
That's the worst I've ever I wasn't around it when it happened, but that's the worst I've ever kind of.
Let's go on to a much lighter subject.
Yeah, I was gonna say
horse semen. Let's go back to horse semen.
We're forcing it too much.
I like how we're like, 4th of July celebration. Yeah. Everyone got hurt.
What about you, man?
Our pets' heads are falling off.
What did you do for the 4th?
We did. We were down at the marina down by Lake Erie in Cleveland.
Dude, you know how hard it was for me not to go down?
I wish you would have.
I know, because when I texted you, I said how we would be just killing it.
We would. Oh yeah, we talked. We talked during the day. So I think I told you about the horse race.
Yes.
So first off,
who fought it?
So we play a drinking game every year while we're down there. It's called Horse Race, and there's whatever, but there's always a horse in it that is called Hoof Hearted, which is I took it from a couple of my buddies in Columbus. That was their original name and game that they played. So anyway, this year, for the first time ever, Hoof Hearted won the Triple Crown because you run 3 races. You run the Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. And so Hoof Hearted finally won the Triple Crown. So it was pretty fitting. I was pretty happy about it. But everybody dressed up festively.
Who's they wouldn't beat you?
I wasn't
fucking way this was beat. Except where was the hat, bro?
That wasn't which one? Oh, my Born to Sparkle hat?
Yes.
I was wearing it. I just wore that hat for the picture.
That's bullshit.
I'm not impressed.
No, I had a sparkly hat that said Born to Sparkle on it, and then I found it's either a young ladies or a women's 2XL shirt that has a unicorn on it with like star-spangled sunglasses.
I actually bought a pair of those for when we went before our daughter was born. We used to come all the time. Yeah. I bought a pair of those in the larger section for women. It was bedazzled American flag Daisy Dukes.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
That's when I wore American flag thong, and people were not happy about that.
Yeah, a couple of people had good outfits and stuff. Our friend Reggie had American flag overalls with like knee-high socks, and he had a good outfit. So
I like whenever you post something and you're in shorts, like there's at least always one comment about your legs. At least one comment about your legs.
Those shorts are too long.
Those shorts are too long. I didn't wear my real skimpy ones.
Like you got a boner or something.
Oh, thanks.
No, that's just his normal package.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies.
Yeah.
Listen, they'll find you, take you to a fucking lifeguard check, and go to town.
Yeah.
Little seafood roast.
Mm-hmm. But so that was on Monday though, right? Isn't that the?
No, we did it on Sunday. We did it on 4th of July. Yeah. And then Friday, I proceeded to like hide from the world and do nothing because you know what's really bad is I went back to work on Tuesday, and I'd been gone for like 10 days. So my sleeping pattern was all jacked up. Yeah. I still haven't slept like a good night's sleep like in the last 2 days. I've been just fucking dragging ass.
That's like when I went to Australia. I was there for 2.5 weeks, dude. It took me like a month and a half. So yeah, my wife loved it because I was up all night and that's I had nothing else to do. She's like, I just cleaned because I play some video games, but like
you're different than me, man.
Isn't it like a 24-hour flight?
It's long. So from here to LA, it's five. Then LA to Hawaii it's a long flight.
This is one of my favorite games. It's called Stipe Does Math.
No, I'm just trying to think. It's a long flight with layovers and stuff. But then from LA to Australia is like 13 to 14 hours. Sometimes longer, depending on my wife was like 16 because they had to do direct because the storm was coming. So they had to make a quick right and then go all the way around it, which sucked. But
yeah, we drove down to Outer Banks, which reminded me why I would much rather prefer to fly everywhere. It took us 12 hours to get back with holiday traffic and everything else and the tolls. It was terrible. It was brutal.
It happens. It's life.
So, speaking of stuff coming up this weekend, you got your diaper party in two weeks,
got a
and then
thing.
I got a bachelor party this weekend. I don't get a break. One of my buddies from OU, so I got a bachelor party this weekend. It's gonna be in Cleveland.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not bad, but we're staying at an Airbnb, so I'm paying to stay in an Airbnb 10 minutes away from my house.
Speaking of Airbnb, didn't they have some restrictions of people over under 25 or 24?
Yeah. So they're cracking down. So you know how you can rent a hotel if you're 18, right?
Yeah.
But you can't rent a car. You can't rent a car, right? Unless you're 25 or older. Is that still a law? Is that still a rule?
I have no idea.
I think
as long as you have insurance now, I think you're good.
Yeah. So anyway, Airbnb is cracking down on their. They're cracking down on their rules because they didn't want. So anybody under 25, you can't rent a whole house. You can rent a room or whatever, but you can't rent a whole house because they're trying to crack down on parties. And I think Airbnb released information we've turned down over 100,000 transactions because kids are trying, young kids are trying to book.
I get they're trying to find, but they're over 21. They're grown ass adults.
But they're still using somebody else's house.
Yeah,
and they don't want the host.
That's not the deal.
It's to protect the hosts, and a lot of them don't have no party restrictions.
That's true.
So or they do have party. That's
restrictions. Crazy though.
Yeah, so we're staying at some old ass.
Do you remember back in the day you could really pay cash sometimes?
Yes, for all sorts of shit.
It was great.
I'm old. I remember that very well.
That's when you're paying shillings, right?
I could hide. Why'd you think that was so funny, John?
Because you're a million years old.
But he doesn't even know what shillings are. He just heard it once in a movie or something. It doesn't matter.
The timing was fantastic.
Whatever. You're welcome.
I do remember, man. You used to be able to pay cash for everything. You could hide everything that you did in your life. You can't hide shit. No, there's no hiding.
I remember I used to date a girl back in the day. You actually know her, but we used to get a hotel room because we were so young and our parents were so we used to get a hotel room after work. We used to work together and at the bar. And so one night she's like, "Oh, I want to get the hotel room and we'll go get some drinks from like iced teas or something from the store." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I'm going and I'm walking and I'm walking down the hallway and I'm passing the hallway and I look down and I see there's two dudes with a girl. They all have their clothes on. This other dude is this big fat dude on all fours. I'm like, "Oh, they're fuck with that guy." Well, I think the chick was like a stripper or an escort or something, and he was probably doing something he shouldn't have, or they're robbing him. I don't know. But I'm watching this, and this dude legit boots him in the face, and I ran.
I'm out.
I ran like a bitch.
Yeah.
What hotel was it? Was it downtown or was it?
No, it was in the vicinity.
In the vicinity of the bar you worked at?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
And so I ran like a little bitch. I ran past that room, waited like 10 minutes. I creeped back out, got in the room. And then the girl I was dating at the time, and she's like, why would you leave me in here? I'm like, they have no idea what room I'm in. Why would I run the room?
Yeah.
I ran past the room so they didn't think you were there. They had no idea. They had no idea where I'm at. But it was crazy. The dude reminded me of Peter Griffin. Dude, that was the naked dude on the ground. He was fat, old,
Wait, he was naked?
He was butt-ass naked.
Oh, my God.
He did something he wasn't
supposed to. Yeah.
I feel like that was like a pimp beating up somebody.
Or they set him up. Yeah, it was crazy. But, but that same hotel, man, they have... interesting parties there. They have swinger parties,
Mm-hmm. Well, luckily, we were not staying at that hotel. We're staying, so the Airbnb we got is some old ass, castle thingy over in Ohio City. It looks like one of those old, castle houses that are down there.
No lifeguard checks.
Is that the whole weekend, man?
Friday night, Saturday night, yeah.
Oh, it's all weekend then.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We're doing a wreck by the end of this one.
Listen, at least if you have to run home, you can run home real quick and run back.
I could, yeah.
That's
I asked my buddy.
If you get the scaries and there isn't a bathroom available, you can run home.
I asked my
I'm gonna go to town. I
asked my buddy. I was like, "Do I have to stay at the Airbnb? It's like 10 minutes from my house." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What are you gonna do? Just go home at the end of the night?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yes, I will Uber.
Yeah.
Bro,
I like my bed.
Totally off subject here. Let's talk about scaries and stuff like that. Why do pregnant women? Jesus, like my wife, she drops, she's sleeping and she's out cold, and I'm like flying off the bed, dude.
I don't think you want to talk about that.
No, it's okay. No, she don't care.
Okay,
but
why?
It's
They're
crazy.
growing another human being inside of them.
Selfish.
Things are going a little crazy.
I'm trying to sleep. It wakes me up in the middle of the night.
Even in your Alaskan king bed.
The way to spin that one is it's the child inside that's doing it, not the woman.
There you go.
Bro, by the way, that Mateo is a strong MFer, dude. I'm sitting there one day, and she's like, look what he's doing, and she's laying there
throwing jabs.
Bro, dude, Mila kicked and stuff, but the extent of her belly jiggling and shots she's taking, I'm like, that kid's a dick.
Can we talk about?
Oh, it's about Jamie's fetish. And
can we talk about Saturday?
Oh my dude, Jamie! If he had sweatpants on, you could totally notice he had a boner.
I had swim trunks on, and the only reason you didn't notice is because it was under the table.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So if anyone's wondering what, Jamie's into pregnant women.
Love them.
And my wife was pregnant, and at the same time, my brother-in-law, his wife is pregnant, so he had two pregnant women sitting. He was in between them, actually. So he was.
My wife was like, you know what?
She even brought it out.
She was like, you know what? I'm not getting fucking pregnant, so you go right ahead and look at them.
That's an interesting fetish.
It is not unusual.
No. I know. That's the thing. We were talking because we talked about it on Saturday.
Well, I said we started OnlyFans for just right now because she's pregnant.
Guarantee you'd make a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I could understand if it's your wife and you're like, oh, that's my wife carrying my child. I find it attractive and she's beautiful and whatever. But to just have an outright fetish for that, I don't. Is it the nurturing part of it that where's it coming from?
I was not into it until my wife was pregnant, and then it became I'm into this.
I told my wife the one time, can you get some sexy slutty lingerie for pregnant women? She's like, the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, because you're fucking beautiful. Something about them, they're glowing. They glow.
I've always told the guys at the station, their wives, and when they get pregnant and they find out I have this thing, and I'm like, don't worry, it won't get inappropriate. But if you're ever feeling down about yourself, like you're fat or whatever, give me a call.
Yeah,
I'll make you feel so much fucking better about yourself. So
with this dick, because I will not get you pregnant.
With this dick, because I can't get you pregnant. That was a enjoyable part of that Saturday.
I
don't know how we transition out of that.
We're just going to jump right into what I just pulled up here.
The marijuana?
Okay. Yeah. So I just realized, I was looking up, we have, the big fights this weekend. You got, Poirier and McGregor. I mean, that's
big weekend.
Trilogy. It's a huge
It's
fight.
a big weekend for UFC as well. Every July this time.
Yeah. This is
3 years ago time.
It's fight week, right?
Yeah. It would be fight week. Yes.
Okay.
Wait a second, that's right. That was the big fight in July 3 years ago
when I got dropped.
DC,
lost about.
Yeah.
You're a bad friend, Jamie.
You came back. You let me finish.
Okay.
You came back.
I'm defending you.
Let him finish.
You came back with one of the greatest comeback fights in the history of the UFC.
Thank you. I love you.
Without question.
Thank you.
Yes.
I deserve Oreo dirt.
Your wife deserves Oreo dirt. That's what I heard. Okay.
Thank you then.
So, anyways, you guys.
I need to gain weight, so give me 2.
So you had Poirier and McGregor coming up this weekend. So I was pulling that up, and then I didn't realize this until now.
I just saw it too.
So the Nevada State Athletic Commission voted Wednesday to no longer discipline fighters for cannabis. The new policy begins Wednesday and is not retroactive to cases that have yet to be adjudicated.
Which I think is kind of messed up.
It's fucked up. Well,
how you say it's okay, but then this person did
Well, and that's the thing. If it hasn't been adjudicated, if it hasn't been, you haven't ruled on it, give them some fucking leeway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't understand what the point is there.
Same,
but it's not an upper. It's not enhancing.
So Jeff Nowitzki, who do you know?
Great guy.
You know him? Have you met him?
Great guy.
Okay. So
he's very on point, very professional.
Very professional, yeah. So his tweet, how about that? NSAC no longer sanctioning for marijuana. Crazy that in my tenure with the UFC, I've seen NSAC try to suspend Nick Diaz for life for marijuana to this. like they tried to get rid of him for fucking life because he tested positive for weed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, wait, I just saw too this past weekend that girl, the track.
Yes, that was the transition.
Before we get in, I got a question about UFC and that.
I like weed too, but I don't smoke it.
No, but I mean, didn't they? I thought they got more lenient on it though, or was it just not Nevada?
No.
UFC got more lenient on it, but not Nevada.
They get lenient. A lot of things got lenient with. It all depends too with commissions too.
It's the commissions.
Okay.
Like USADA did get more lenient, but most people follow USADA, but some states didn't, and they still,
like Nevada, or Texas, like Texas, like Texas New York,
is like strict.
Texas is out of their fucking minds.
Like you can you can have a higher level to become an FBI agent than you can to fight.
Yeah, they're out of their fucking minds.
That's crazy.
You can if somebody takes a hit of a joint next to you, blows it in your face, you're going to test high enough in Texas to test positive. It's so stupid.
It's crazy.
So to the Olympic runner. No, I just had a question because I thought UFC eased up their rules a little bit.
No, not so much UFC. Well, UFC goes with these USADA rules,
but that's more.
But it's also commission.
That's more off the state commission,
and obviously the Nevada State Commission is the most powerful in combat sports, without question.
Funny to say that though, is Ohio had one of the best commissions, and a lot of people took from Ohio.
Yeah, like one of the best, but like. The UFC's not running to Ohio for like
Nevada's like it's fight capital of the world. Of course. Yeah. But Ohio and the South, like they have a great like commission, and that a lot of people took what they did and their standards, and so we're kind of like the pioneers of it.
So bouncing off of that to the Olympic athlete, it's
what was her name?
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Sha'Carri Richardson. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's amazing. And she's going to miss out on the Olympics because she smoked weed after finding out from a reporter that her mother died. That's what she did that night. She was like,
guess what? I mean,
couldn't handle it, went out, smoked some weed, tested positive, and so she is out.
Like, I read what she wrote too. She's like, listen, I understand what I did. I'm full. She says I take full responsibility for what I did. Like, she didn't, that's ballsy right there. Like, I get it. And like, but like, it sucks. I know it's rules are rules. Like we all hear, I get it. And
that's like, what it comes down to, right?
It's rules.
Yes.
It sucks. Yeah. And it sucks. And I get it.
Are they stupid rules? Probably.
Yes, because that's not an enhancing drug. Like, it's bringing her down. Like I don't get it. Like,
but
it's rules.
It's written. It's a rule. Should it be revisited in the future? 100%.
Yeah,
100% it should be. It's the same thing.
Because it's getting legalized everywhere.
Well, it is. It's slowly, but it is getting legalized everywhere. What's his name? The running back for the Saints.
Ricky Williams.
No, the current one? Ricky Williams is well known.
Ricky Williams was the one who would
call like something highs.
He
quit football for a little while
to smoke weed.
Yep.
And he started his own business.
He couldn't give interviews. He couldn't he had agoraphobia. Yeah. Like he wasn't he would leave his helmet on because he was so freaked out by fucking people, and the only way he could cope was by smoking weed.
So I wear glasses.
And then I remember I was way younger then, but everyone was like, "This dude, it's fucking $millions contract and this that. Oh, you're smoking weed," and it's like, no, people really have some serious
problems,
issues that this helps with.
100%.
So.
Yeah.
I get it.
I can't speak to how. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say I can't speak to how I would cope with finding out that your a parent died.
I got smashed.
That's what I'm saying.
As a grandfather, I was fucking a mess for a week.
That's what I mean. So everybody handles things differently. So I'm not going to fault her for dealing with it in that way. And I also have no bearing to even fault her for anything. It doesn't. My opinion doesn't mean shit there.
But like I said, though, the one thing I like about it, she took it. She's like, listen, I get it. Like, I know what I did, and I know those rules.
Unfortunately, like you said, the rule is the rule. Actions have consequences, and based on the structure with which you're competing, that's what it is. And it's unfortunate because, like you said, it's not a performance enhancing drug. So
if I finished below her, right, as an athlete, and I finished below her, and she kicked my ass in whatever event it is,
but you would pass on to go to the Olympics,
and she gets booted because of weed, and I go, I don't know how the fuck I feel about that.
I feel terrible.
Feel pretty hollow, yeah. It feels hollow, like you didn't win
the whole experience.
Yeah,
like all the hard work you did.
You were like in a participation award.
Now, here's the other thing. So she would have had a 30-day suspension or something like that.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't have qualified for the regular 100-meter race. But she still could have been selected for the 4x100. They released the team and they didn't put her on it.
Yeah, that's messed up. Though.
However, I kind of understand because if you're the coach of the track and field team and you're trying to keep your athletes focused and distractions down and everything like that, it becomes
that's a great point.
That's a really good point.
It becomes a distraction for the other athletes.
Like, but the best thing about her, I saw, she said, like, listen, guess what? It happens, but guess what? I'll be back, which was awesome. You know what I mean? She's not.
She's 21.
Yeah, she's young.
We're not. I get like, well, I can't fault the girl, man. Her mom, like a reporter. Like, first off, who the fuck is that reporter?
Well, I don't know that the reporter knew that they were giving that information for the first time.
But it's still weird.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's like a reporter coming to me and be like, "Hey, how do you feel your wife's getting a divorce?" I'm like, what the
but that's the thing, man.
You know what I mean?
So that's the thing, man. Being a reporter in general, and I believe in journalism. I think journalism is very important. Blah blah blah.
To an extent,
but that career path in general is strange, right? Mm-hmm. And you're reporting on USA track and field,
but you're asking about a personal.
Right.
Way out of the realm of
like this is, it's this is going to pull at the heartstrings. We're going to do this. And she had no fucking idea that her mom was dead.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Did she knew she was getting, was it bad? Like, was she like,
I didn't see it. Or? I just read the story saying that's.
But still, it's still messed up. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So.
That guy probably feels like shit.
We're talking about Tokyo with the Olympics. Do you know if Mendes is going?
I guarantee he's going.
He's going, isn't he?
Yeah, he already goes.
Crazy fucker.
Lucky.
Mendes, for anybody listening, is one of the guys Stipe works with who does a lot of his embedded stuff. Yeah.
He was here once. Mm-hmm. He wasn't on the podcast, but he was recording us.
Well, he didn't know he was on partially. He waved.
That's right, he was.
He did wave.
Yeah.
We're nice like that.
I hope he's safe. It's going to be the Olympics are going to be a serious topic of conversation for this group here. So try to watch them because it's going to be weird, man. They're going back now. They were saying fans were allowed. Now they're saying we're probably not going to allow fans because they're spiking hard in Tokyo right now. So we'll see.
Interesting. Well, it's all Wimbledon. They were like, no, we're not going to do it till this, and they just fuck it. We're just going to open up to fans.
Good. So did the Buckeyes.
Really?
Buckeyes full house.
Guess what? I'm going to go and text you guys while I'm there.
Full house.
Good.
And Michigan.
Good.
I believe Michigan also announced it. Yeah.
No one's gonna show up anyway.
No, they'll have they'll have 100,000+ people to let me.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind.
No, please.
I was just you ruined it.
No, I didn't. Keep drinking my free beer.
I will. Thank you.
I mean, I can't wait for stuff to open. I mean,
I think Jamie was going to go with that, saying that they're going to watch 100,000 people watch Michigan lose.
Yep.
I think so. Is that where you think you?
I think that's where I think he was going.
Okay, I think so too. I just wondering because you're a Michigan guy.
Yeah.
You know, and they're going to lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know. I got you guys.
Is that where you're going with that?
100%.
Okay, so, I want to make sure you knew that. I'm sorry to ruin it, but come back strong with it.
Yeah. No. So speaking of,
Michigan losing again?
No. Okay. Or of arenas and stuff opening back up, or football stadiums and everything like that, which is awesome because I love college football more than I like the NFL. I mean, I'm excited for the NFL to be open back up, and with the Browns being potentially good, it's going to be really awesome to see the stadium full for
come on Mausick Field.
But
with the protector.
No, what I was going to say was arenas and stuff are full too now, and we're right in the thick of the NBA Finals. So the Bucks are playing the Suns.
Interesting. Never won a title, right?
1974.
The Bucks.
Is the Bucks maybe?
I feel like
maybe, or is that? It might be the last time they were in the finals.
Either about Chris Paul just dominating, dude. That dude.
He's
good, man. He's really good. He's good in State Farm commercials as well.
I'm happy. It's two non-traditional teams.
Yes,
it makes it more.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it makes it more enjoyable. And I like that the Suns are such like a young team, and then Chris Paul's kind of this older veteran that's kind of like leading them through it all. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. Who do you think's going to win?
I'm going to go with the Suns.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to go with the Suns. They had a solid regular season. I did not pay nearly as much attention to the NBA this year, and that absolutely has to do with my son being in hockey. So I watch a ton of hockey now. But
I got to think the Suns too. I know Giannis is a really good player, but he's not. But he's savage. I think with Devin Booker and Chris Paul having more touches on the ball, they have a little bit more control of the game.
Yeah, it's a different game. right? I mean, it's a different game when you got the big man. Like, that's more of an old school game than what you play now. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Suns, but I would not be upset if I saw the Bucks win.
No. I mean,
it'd be
it's
fun.
as long as it's a great final.
Yeah,
It's like when
think
Cleveland and the Cubs played in the World Series. It was like the greatest World Series I've ever been a part of. I don't think because Cleveland, just like Game 7, just the dramatics, 3-up, 3-1. They come back. Games, it was crazy.
Right. I don't see Phoenix as a small town. I don't know why. But I see Milwaukee as like a small market.
Yeah, small to mid market.
Yeah. So yeah.
Totally random too. This just popped in my head. You want to hear something crazy?
I do.
So yesterday, a year ago from yesterday, my friend, his son, was riding his bike, hit a curb, fell off, broke his wrist. Right? Crazy story, right?
Okay.
That was a year ago yesterday. So yesterday, he's riding home from school to do training, gets hit by a lady with a car. No, it's not even bad. It's not even bad. Okay. But he's going across the street. Lady runs over the light, hits his front tire, back tire. Kid like messes up his leg a year ago to the date. And so I text my buddy. I go, listen, dude, don't ever let your son ride.
Keep him in the house.
I'm like, no.
Bubble
on
wrap.
On this day, do not let him ride his bike.
Absolutely.
But how crazy is that, dude?
That
It's
is
a year
pretty
to the
crazy.
date.
Yep.
I just totally popped in my head.
That's bad karma.
That's really bad karma.
Oh, big time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sorry to bring it up. It just popped in my head.
That's just that's it.
So I want to.
That would
random
suck.
shit.
That would be very bad luck.
I want to go. We're hitting the 50-minute mark, but I want to get some predictions here. We just did NBA Finals predictions.
Oh, we got to go UFC.
UFC predictions here. John, what do you got this weekend?
Who's fighting? I know McGregor.
Poirier McGregor. Yeah, pull up the whole card.
Yep.
Are we going to predict the whole card? I don't know who half these. Card? I don't know who half. Yeah, I was going to say I don't know who half these people are.
By the way, Misha Tate's fighting next weekend out of nowhere.
That's not out of nowhere. She's
kind of retired.
No, I'm saying like I forgot she was fighting, and I look because there's fights on it. So we'll watch it next week, and we're hanging out. But I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, she is coming back, and I just want to put it out. Never mind. I'll get myself in trouble.
I can't see.
Oh, Stephen Thompson's fighting too. Oh, what a boy!
Go off the main card. Let me know. You got to read them off. I can't see that. I'm blind as hell.
All right, so main card. Obviously, we got.
Start with the first card and then go to the main event.
My bad, bro.
The first card, the main card.
All right, bantamweight Sean O'Malley versus Chris Mutino. So that one's interesting because if I'm not mistaken, O'Malley was supposed to fight somebody else. They pulled Mutino in. Yep.
10-day notice.
All right, Irene Aldana.
Are we gonna pick?
Oh,
I'm sorry, Sean O'Malley versus Chris Mutino.
You're being aggressive. You're being aggressive towards James.
Not gonna remember.
Bro, you just told me to read them off.
Yeah, and then we pick, and then you go to the next one.
I'm
not gonna remember.
Specific instructions.
Yes. It's a fireman in him. It's a fireman in him.
All right, John, Sean O'Malley.
You'd be nicer to me if I was pregnant.
That's very true.
He used to be pregnant.
I'm going Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
But here's my catch on that. I love Sean. I think he's a great guy. But what that guy is fighting is that he's nothing to lose, which is scary at the same time. But
10 days notice, yeah.
If he's in shape too.
O'Malley's last fight, didn't he get hurt?
No, that was last
Two fights ago.
When I fought.
Two fights
when
ago.
I lost,
Gotcha.
I knocked out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I'm sorry.
My
bad, bro.
All right, next fight.
All right, Irene Aldana and Yana Kunitskaya, and I have no idea. So I'm going to go with Kunitskaya.
I'm going to go with Irene.
Same with me.
All right, cool. Tai Tuivasa and Greg Hardy is on this fucking card.
That's an interesting fight.
That's a really interesting fight. Those are heavyweights, Stipe.
Yes.
What do you got for me, bro?
I don't know, dude. Like, Hardy's getting better. He's tough. He's big. Hits hard. But the Thai guy is tough too. God dang, I'm picking heavyweights. I'm passing on this one.
Okay.
Neutral.
I'll go Ty, I guess. I don't know either of them, so it doesn't matter.
You don't.
I mean, I know who Greg Hardy is. I know the
right?
backstory there. I'll go the other guy.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Tuivasa as well. Although Greg Hardy's, when he first came into the UFC, I thought it was just a fucking,
gimmick.
Just a clown show. Yeah. And he's fighting his way up, man.
All right, next one.
All right, Gilbert Burns, 19-4-0 against Stephen Thompson, 16-4-1, the Wonder Boy. This is the co-main event at welterweight. Now I'm just going to put it out there. Stipe's boy is Stephen Thompson.
My dude. I'm going to go with Wonder Boy.
Of course you're
By the way, I like Gilbert Burns. Great guy as well. Tough as shit. I'm going to go with my boy, though. I feel like Wonder Boy can pull off with this. I mean, dude, you know what's crazy is Wonder Boy's older than me.
No shit.
No joke.
He looks like he's 23 years old.
Right?
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What's the record of the first guy you said?
He's 19-4-0.
And then the other guy,
Steven
16-4.
16-4-1.
I'll go with Stipe's guy.
How the fuck are you this blind?
I can't see that, dude.
Are you fucking serious?
I have glasses. I'm not wearing them.
And with the main event, I don't know, dude.
So those are the glasses you wear at golf?
You want Dustin?
Yep.
Okay. What about you, Jenny?
I haven't picked my co-main.
Oh, sorry.
You guys skipped right ahead because he's an asshole.
Yeah. He likes to rush.
Somebody said, what about the main event? I just answered.
Stephen Thompson, Wonder Boy, going to be friend of the podcast here at some point. So
I'll get him on after the fight.
Stephen Thompson's my dude.
I'll get him on next week.
Yes, please. And Poirier versus McGregor. Listen, Dustin looked good last fight.
Did he right? I know. God,
Dustin looked good last fight.
That's the scary part, though, is that Connor's like, all right.
Connor can make adjustments.
Quick.
So now the question is, did Poirier make the right adjustments as well?
It's a fight game, babe.
Yeah.
And it takes one with both.
I'm going with my Irish brother, Conor McGregor.
Going McGregor.
Did you see the voice message he left?
No.
He's like, hey, Dustin, I'm coming for you, P-head. It was funny. Like, I don't know how he said it, but it was funny. But, with me, I don't, dude, honestly, it might be a draw. Screw it.
You're predicting a draw because you don't want to predict a winner, you asshole.
Bro, let's talk about this. So I went to watch the Canelo Triple G fight, the first one. Mm-hmm. Amazing fight.
Yeah.
Watch him fight. I'm with one of the guys, and he's like, so the fight's going on. My wife goes, no joke, my wife in like 9th round, she's like, it's going to be a draw. I'm like, okay, you have no idea what you're talking about. Fucking thing turns into a draw, right? Mm-hmm. So then the guy we're with goes, motherfucker. I'm like, what? He's like, fucking guy in the car says it's gonna be a draw. Watch, and he would have won so much money. Oh, the draw, and and bet of course. But like, how crazy is that, right?
So I just watched. What was it? 2 nights ago, I think. I don't remember. Sometime over the weekend when I was not at a pool, I watched Tyson Fury and
Wilder.
2.
Yeah, second one.
Tyson Fury looked good.
Yeah, him in the ear too. Yeah, fucked him up. Fucked the equilibrium up, right?
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Well, speaking of competitions, last thing I want to get in. Did either of you guys watch the match with?
I thought you got a hot dog eating contest.
Oh yeah, actually, we
Joey
can talk about that too,
dude. 76, bro.
I didn't watch it,
and he's thin.
I saw the results. I didn't watch it.
It's fucking disgusting.
He ate 11-pound shortcake in 8 minutes, or vice versa. I don't remember.
Did you watch it, or did you just see the highlights?
No, I watch it. I watch it every year. I watch it every year.
It's fucking disgusting.
Right. I eat Nathan's hot dogs. I mean,
they're delicious.
From Sam's Club.
They're delicious.
They're amazing.
The best hot dogs.
Amazing.
Yes.
But I get real quick.
Nathan's onion rings.
I never had them. Oh, I'm gonna have to go with it now. God dang it. So some of that, the whole dunking technique.
I don't know. I would never do this.
So I did a pancake eating contest once. I've ever talked about it, but it was a fight, of course. Well, back in the day, I did it once, and it was Firemen versus Police of Cleveland. Cleveland Police versus Cleveland Fire. Well, at the time, no one knew me, so it was great. So I was a Cleveland cop at that. So I come in.
You competed on the cop side?
Oh, my coach.
I don't give a fuck.
I didn't want to do it there, but let me get this story. So the night before, I get completely smashed, right? I'm about to vomit, and he's like, hey, time to get up. We got to do this, pancake eating contest. And I'm not getting up. He's like, you promised me to do it. I'm like, God dang it. So I go and do this thing as I hop. But I crushed like 21 pancakes or something crazy. So it was like 3 pancakes a plate. I ate a ton, 18 to 21. I literally said, can I go home? He said, yeah. I walked outside, I projectile vomited everything out, whatever. Of course, we lost. Got smashed.
Because firemen are.
We sat down. I'm like, well, I asked him. I go, who are we going against? He's like, the firemen. I'm like, do you understand that we're professional eaters?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we never won. They actually won last year, which is funny, before COVID hit. But anyway, so then that time I'm doing it, I started dunking my pancakes in the water. Bro, it slid down, dude. I loosened my jaw up real good. My throat slid down.
That's good. I can't even watch it, man. I watched a 30 for 30 once about Joey Chestnut. Dude. And he was like, they showed him how he started vomiting, but he was eating the vomit. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking out. I'm out. Yeah, can't do it.
So, real quick.
Be like Kobayashi.
Did you see the one guy it was China or something he would go against back in the day? Remember? The dude had like an 8-pack. And he was like crazy.
I think you're talking about Kobayashi.
It's Kobayashi.
Kobayashi.
Yeah. So The last time I did it was a few years ago, and I did it, and we're eating the pancakes so fast that they were trying to cook them in time, but they couldn't. And
they couldn't keep up.
Gooey,
like half raw pancakes.
Fucked me up, bro.
Gross.
I only ate 5.
Our one friend, we were talking about one of our friends bets on the hot dog eating contest every year. And so we were talking about it. We were out to dinner on vacation, and our friend Melissa, she kept making this joke. Instead of calling him Joey Chestnuts, she started calling him like Charlie Pickles and like all these fucking weird, stupid names. So it was just like it was a random name, like a random name, and then some odd ass food group, like food thing. And she's like, oh yeah, like Tommy sourdough bread is about to that's awesome. Whatever. But no, the other thing, so that was ridiculous. That makes me want to throw up.
See, one guy drank like a whole pitcher of lemonade.
A gallon of lemonade.
Bro, and he stopped 3 times and burped, and the guy next to him was nowhere near.
And then he did the hot dog contest after. So he did the lemonade thing first, and then did the hot dog thing after.
First off, that man is a very large man as well.
Yeah. But still, I mean, that's, you imagine that sloshing around in your stomach.
Definitely crushed Joey Chestnut. Giving him wieners in his mouth, game over.
Oh, there you go.
On that note, what do you got?
But, no, the last thing I was going to say was the golf match between DeChambeau and Rogers.
I watched a little bit of it.
I didn't see it.
It was okay. Like, I'm surprised that Aaron Rodgers was way better than I thought he was going to be. But I was kind of surprised by the thing. It was okay to watch, but that course was amazing.
Yeah, I saw that.
In Montana. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. There was like grizzly bears in the woods and shit like while they were playing, but the views were sweet. I was like, oh, guess
there
we're going to go to
wieners
Montana.
Hanging around.
Yeah. Joey Chestnuts is not behind the green slugging down hot dogs.
Boys trip to Wyoming to go play some golf.
Yeah, I'm down. Listen, I'm okay with that.
See? There we go. Boys trip to Montana. Chalk it up. Put it on the list.
Take us out of here, John.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. JABS Podcast. You can reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. _JABS_podcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter @JABS Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube. If you search JABS Podcast, we'll pop up. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell for post notifications. And then you can find Stipe on all social media platforms @Stipe Miocic. And then you can find Jamie at Mekalek, Mekalek. And you can find me at JP Chewbacca. It's like Chewbacca.
Or you can find him at fucking JonathanWienersAllDay.com.
That's the alternate podcast email. Anyway, all right, we're out of here.
Shoot us an email, folks.
Yeah,
we haven't got one in a while, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
So, thanks, though, for listening.
Honestly, thanks, guys. Appreciate everything, and
we'll see you all next time.
Jonathan said he's going to...
We hate Rick Russo.
We do hate him.
We do.